The weekly Helm report this week has been taken over by Captain Dan. Ahoy! Welcome back. We're just going to start off strong with some controversy. Norwegian Cruise Line is facing criticism after recently announcing it would be reducing the number of single cabins across its 3 brands. This comes as a big change because in a 2023 news release, they stated that by 2024, they would be adding nearly 1,000 new staterooms designed specifically for solo travelers. They are trying to refocus on families as its core demographic, following strong performances from its short Caribbean sailings. NCL is also reverting back from its More at Sea promotion. Previously, they had Free at Sea as their promotion, but about 2 years ago, they updated to More at Sea. Beginning November 5th, 2025, the Free at Sea package is available on all packages. It will still include amenities such as the beverage package, Wi-Fi, specialty dining, and shore excursion credits. They did make some changes, such as drink package gratuities are now just a flat rate and not based on the length of the sailing. Moving on to Carnival Cruise Line. The FBI are investigating after a passenger died on board a Carnival cruise ship recently. Carnival Cruise Lines confirmed it is working with the FBI in Miami to investigate the death of a Carnival Horizon guest. Since it is an ongoing investigation, there's currently no other updates. Carnival Cruise Lines has also resumed operations at Jamaica's Ocho Rios port after Hurricane Melissa slammed into that country. The Carnival Paradise will be visiting Ocho Rios after being originally scheduled to visit Montego Bay. Unfortunately, Montego Bay is not ready to reopen to cruises yet, but Jamaica does have an ambitious goal to have all 3 cruise ports open and ready to welcome tourists by December 15th. Moving on to Royal Caribbean, a group of popular streamers were kicked off Harmony of the Seas after it departed from Galveston, Texas, November 2nd. Originally, 2 of the streamers were involved in a brawl, and those 2 were removed from the ship. The streamer group was surprised when the next day they were also removed from the ship for disturbing the guests by streaming them without their permission. But they believe they were actually kicked off to avoid any more potential drama with the group. After almost 10 years, Royal Caribbean has removed the Broadway show Grease from their lineup on Harmony and Independence of the Seas. Currently, their show production Voyages has taken its place, but it's unknown if that is permanent or if a new show will be taking the stage. A little bit from MSC this week. The Seascape has officially set sail from Galveston with their first showing in Texas. That's it. Not much from MSC. Virgin Cruise Lines has officially put out a statement. With all the flight chaos that's been taking place in the US, they've made it clear if you have a flight that is canceled and you will miss your cruise, please call their guest services number. You will need to provide your cancellation notice, but you will receive a full future cruise credit for your cruise. This is not something we've seen from other cruise lines since the notice that 40 airports will be canceling flights to help alleviate air traffic controller issue during the government shutdown. So that's really cool that they're stepping in and doing something about it, at least to help their customers in this trying time. Moving on now, Disney Cruise Lines. A few months ago, the Disney Dream saw a 5-year-old girl fall overboard with her father diving in after her and rescuing her. The investigation has concluded, and the turnout is that the mother encouraged her daughter to take a photo in the open porthole. There are no charges planned for the mother at this time. Disney enthusiasts are actually saying that Disney is doing too much. The new Disney Adventure will include 3 brand new supercharged rides. People are saying that adding rides to the cruise ship is just going too far, and they prefer Disney because they don't have to deal with all these extras. I'm not super Disney-centric, but I have to say I can kind of agree with that. Disney offers something that you already don't get anywhere else, so trying to be like everybody else with the rides and the extras, and Disney's already spectacular enough for what you're getting. So yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Cruise tip of the week. I know First Mate Steph likes to give you all a tip, so we have a nice tip for this week. Always make sure you know your emergency numbers when you're traveling. With the amount of airlines canceling flights or having flights canceled for them, it's very important to have the phone number to your travel agent, your cruise lines, and your lodging if you're arriving early. This way, if you do find that your flight is delayed or canceled, you can call and make arrangements. It really sucks to have to find all that information on the fly just so then you can make the calls and potentially be on hold. It's one less thing you have to worry about. With all that being said, a bonus tip this week: travel early. If you're flying, especially with this government shutdown and all the turmoil in travel specifically, make sure you're arriving to your cruise port a day or two early. This gives you time to make those switch-ups or arrangements if you need to, and you can locate another flight, or depending on how far you're coming from, potentially make other arrangements or travel. As always, we would like to thank our sponsors, Starboard and Sunshine Vacations. They've got you covered from port to paradise. Remember to tune in Wednesday for the latest edition of Tales from the Ship, and that brings our voyage this week to an end. Don't get caught out in the open water without your guide. Be sure to subscribe, leave us a rating, tell a fellow cruiser about the weekly Helm Report for all your cruise news. So, from both First Mate Steph and myself, thank you for tuning in. Steph will be back next week to steer you through the biggest news of the high seas. And until then, have a great week. Bon voyage.